Why are we in court today, sir?
Negligence.
Negligence.
Yeah, regarding my 8-year-old daughter.
Tell me more.
So one night, a few months ago, my daughter came into my room, couldn't sleep.
How old is your daughter, sir?
She's 8 years old.
8. Okay.
Her name's Marissa. She couldn't sleep because she had read a book that she got out of my neighbor's library that she has outside. It's this tiny book box that she has. So apparently a book got in there that my daughter should not have seen, and she couldn't sleep because she had zombie apocalypse in her mind.
You said zombie
Yes,
apocalypse.
it was a zombie. I have a picture here
Very
from the graphic
dramatic.
novel. It's a graphic novel.
Please offer up all your evidence, sir, to my bailiff. Thank you.
So on that page, you'll see that it just depicts death and destruction. It also had nudity. It had drug use. So she couldn't sleep for a week, and so I had to take her to therapy. And after 4 months of therapy, she's better now, but it cost me almost $3,000, so that's why I'm suing her for that.
Okay. I do see the plaintiff has submitted a therapy bill. This is very intensive. This is weekly. Looks like she was going to therapy every week.
26 sessions.
26 sessions, totaling the demand amount, $2,470. Now, let's see that everybody in the courtroom can see this zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, guns, everything.
Yeah.
War.
Your Honor, can I say something about that?
Yes, Ms. Gardner, I am going to hear from you in just a moment. I just want to get a sense as to the content first. Let's see that. And then let's also see what this book box looked like. These are known as kind of like local libraries, neighborhood libraries. Let's see what this book box looks like. That is just adorable, I think.
Thank you.
Very cute. Reading is dreaming with eyes wide open. Yeah, because we want to encourage, you know, everyone, but especially our young people to be engaging with the books and the stories and the imagination. And it's even got a cute little bow there on top. Very cute. Bow there on top. Very cute. Okay, so let's get to you, Miss Garner. This gentleman is telling the court that his 8-year-old little daughter innocently picked this book up from this public front-facing miniature library here that's in your yard, correct?
That's what he's claiming. He says she got the book from my box, but I don't have responsibility for what's in my box because the way these library
Hold on, Mr. Frost. Go ahead.
The way these library boxes work is if you take a book, then you replace it with a book you've read. So kids take a book and they replace it. Like my box was so successful that a neighbor a few blocks over built one also. So there's more kids' books in the neighborhood. So I don't know how she actually got it from my box. I know he says she did, but you know, I don't think I'm responsible.
So my daughter's a liar.
Because
Mr. Frost said strike 2. I'm going to get to you. I promise you. In this courtroom, each of you will have your say, but not at the same time. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So I like the picture of the zombie apocalypse. Yes, it's disturbing, but it doesn't look any different than some of the things I've seen in the grocery store checkout line. Like that's.
Let me be the judge of that, Ms. Gardner. Let's pull up that zombie apocalypse photo one more time for the courtroom to see. Okay, now, Ms. Gardner, I do remember your undersworn oath. Now, are you telling the court that that's a childhood book?
Well, no, I'm not telling you it's a childhood book, but what I'm saying is that type of zombie talk is very prevalent in today's society. Like it's in the checkout stands and all the papers in the stand there, you know, and all the TV shows, everything is very zombie driven nowadays. And so I feel like
I protect my daughter from that, though.
Okay, so you think that this is your argument to the court, ma'am, just so we're clear, is that this is not necessarily child's play, but it is customary to be in the general public.
Yes, I think it's customary to be in the general public. However, if I wouldn't put that in my box myself, though. Like another child put that in. I didn't put that book in there.
Okay, so let's go back to the box one more time because I'm glad you brought that up because I do see here the context. Hi, neighbors. I just finished installing my own home library box, and I filled it up with children's books of all reading levels. Let your kids know they're welcome to come in. And you posted this on social media, correct?
I did.
So this was an invitation for the neighborhood children to come.
Well, it was an invitation to the parents to bring the children because the children aren't on social media, or they shouldn't be at that age. This is for elementary school-aged kids.
So if we look at the zombie apocalypse book that was in your library box, what's around the right age you think that ideally a child should be consuming that kind of material?
Ideally, I would say probably middle school.
Teenage years, right?
Yeah,
like
early teens, yes.
I would concur with that. So this gentleman's daughter is only 8, so he's saying that was an issue for him.
Well, but he's saying it's my negligence, and it's actually not. I feel like it's his negligence on not being aware of what his daughter's consuming.
How often do you
Mr.
check
Frost,
that box?
don't direct your energy over there.
Sorry.
Direct it right here to me, sir.
apologize.
It's my courtroom. But how about that, though? How about the fact that it's, you the pappy? It's up to you.
I mean, she could offer poison for free as well. You know what I mean? So what's the difference?
Right, and if she were to offer poison, wouldn't it be on you as the father to make sure that your daughter does not consume such poison?
Not when I'm walking by. Well, which, maybe.
I appreciate it. You know what? It's not often in the courtroom, so we get that kind of candor. But a broken clock is right twice a day. So we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Okay, so let's get to this bill. $95 per session once a week. Is this excessive therapy, sir, for an 8-year-old?
No, it's not.
Let's put up the zombie apocalypse photo one more time. Okay, so Mr. Frost, is this the introduction, is what the defendant is arguing? Is this the introduction of this type of death, gloom, destruction to your daughter? Has she?
Yes.
You're telling this court that in this day and age,
as far as I know.
Well, as far as you know,
yes.
Right? There is so much policing that any other adult can do when you say you've got some responsibility here.
Yes.
Right?
I will. Yes, but
so
I don't.
Talk to me about, describe the trauma, because a lot of your negligence suit, you're asking for almost $3,000 from this woman. I need to get a sense, sir, as to, was it nightmares, was it screaming, was it night sweats? What was the nature of your daughter's trauma?
So what happened in the beginning, she woke me up, she wouldn't go to bed until like 1 in the morning. She woke me up at 12, something like that, saying she couldn't sleep. I tried to put her down. I finally got her down.
And had she ever done that before?
Never. No, she's never had trouble sleeping, ever. And so that was alarming, you know, but I didn't think much about it because I didn't know what was going on yet. Then through subsequent days, she couldn't sleep, and I'm like, what is it still the zombies? Why do you keep talking about it? She told me about the book. And she was trying to keep it a secret because she was embarrassed.
Did you confiscate the book, sir?
Yes.
Okay, and then tell me about your confrontation eventually to this woman.
I took it over to her house, and I walked in, I knocked on her door, and she answered, and I said, you know, my daughter's having trouble sleeping because of this book that you put out there, blah, blah, blah. And she looked pretty concerned at first, you know, and then I showed her the bill, and I asked her to pay for it.
You showed her this bill right here?
Yeah, she kicked me off her property.
Yeah, because you came on uninvited, and I'm not responsible for your daughter's therapy fees. I mean, children
You're responsible for
in
what
this
you put
day
in
and
your
age
box.
need therapy. I'm just trying to do something for the neighborhood kids. You know, I love reading, I love books. I wasn't able to have kids of my own, and I love kids, and I just want to share. The books with the kids.
I agree with that, but let's manipulate the facts a little bit. Let's say it wasn't an apocalypse destruction book. Let's say it was a Playboy. Let's say it was a pornographic magazine, which some kids have access to. And if that ends up in your library box, ma'am, tell the court where your responsibility starts and stops.
Well, I do monitor the box.
Do you monitor? That's my question, ma'am.
I check the box out once or twice a week.
Okay.
I make sure that I go through, and I have not had to take anything out. I did not see this comic book in the box. I would have probably pulled it because I'm not a big fan of graphic novels anyway. I like old school books.
Right.
But, you know.
The kids like, you know, comic books.
They like it.
Yeah.
And,
okay, so I want to get clear. So
yes.
You do monitor your own box about once or twice a week.
I do.
And you are saying to the court, you're conceding that had you spotted this, you would have taken it out of the collection.
Yes, I think I would have, yes.
But you're saying the only reason it was still available for his 8-year-old to get access to was because you just hadn't gotten around to the checking that particular week?
Yeah, I guess.
Because you had never seen this.
If she actually got it from the box, she could have got it from friends. She's already said that she's left alone a good bit. And with her friends, who knows? We know kids. They have backpack full of things. She
how
could have
about
gotten
that,
it
Mr.
anywhere.
Frost? Okay, Ms. Gardner. Mr. Frost, how do you know definitively that your daughter got the book from the box? Did your daughter tell you that?
She did, and she does not lie, so.
Oh, no, we've never seen a child.
She's perfect.
We've never seen an 8-year-old lie.
She's perfect.
I'm sure she is the apple of your eye. Okay, here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your testimony and the evidence. So I do feel I'm ready to rule in this matter. Here's the thing. Listen, I wouldn't have liked my 8-year-old telling me that she got the book from this particular method either. But ultimately, the adult most responsible for the content your child consumes is you. It really is on you, sir. And once this court or any other court starts policing the severity and regularity of what's in generous, voluntary things like a local personal book box, that has a chilling effect. And next thing you know, people are going to be so afraid to offer the neighborhood kids anything good that we won't have it at all. And I'm not prepared to do that today in this courtroom. So therefore, Mr. Frost, I'm glad that your daughter's doing better, but the result of her trauma is on you. Therefore, the court is dismissing the plaintiff's case. That is my ruling.